I'm sitting here thinking about this question. So I guess for me, I heard you ladies saying growing up in church, and I did grow up in church. However, I don't think church grew up in me. I think we can be around the things of God and God not be in us. And sometimes we're not real with ourselves, even as you said, as you presented today, we're not real with who we are. And so with COVID, when everything was closed and everything was dying and everything, people around us was dying, God was birthing. So God birthed something in me in 2020. Y'all, people were depressed. I was on fire. And the reason I was on fire because God told me to go, and I finally went. And listen, I didn't go with people. People couldn't go with me, right? I didn't go for people because people wasn't going. So it was in COVID that Pastor T was birthed. So now it's like it was in that hour that I had been all around church, been in ministry 24, 25 years, but I came to life in 2020. Why? Because as she was talking about multiply her, I was looking as you were teaching and doing your session. I did a series, H.E.R, and mine was healed, evolved, and real. And I did it during COVID and I dealt with real being my identity. And so when you asked that question, the disciple was finding the real me. And it was during COVID that nobody could save me but Jesus. Nobody could help me but God. And when he said go, I shared this at the table, and it was a prophetic word to Kia and I didn't even know what she was thinking, but I want to say this really quickly. It was that I have two sons, 38 and 20, or 37 and 28, And so they both were living lives that I know that I didn't raise them to live. But God told me in 2020, go. And I went, and I began to just teach. And as I was teaching, they were coming on the live, and they were coming on. God gave me this series about women knowing your value. Now, they're men, but I'm teaching women. And one week, back to back, they both called me crying. Mama, I'm going to ask Kayla to marry me. Mama, I'm going to ask Sheikah to marry me because I value them. And you've helped me to see how God values, and me living this life that I'm living devalues. And so I'm trying to help other people's daughters when I'm really, God's using me to deliver my own sons in their homes. So now they're both married, and I was sharing with Kia that my oldest son, his wife, they said, oh, she won't be able to have kids or whatever. So I began to pray. They got married in October. I'm here to share that she is 16 weeks pregnant. My fourth grandchild. Why did I share that? It's because I want to say this really quickly. When you decipher who you are, then your children will know who they are. But if you don't know who you are, then your children won't know who they are. And if you're in the church, around the church, and the church is not in you, it won't be in your children. Do you think that children are not showing up in church because they don't love God or they don't know God? No, because they need a representation of who God is and His power. And so when they're able to know the power of God, they will serve God. So yes, I know who I am. Was it hard to decipher? A little. But when I came in 2020 to know the real me and know my real story, now I'm snatching people out of hell every day, going forth every day. So I'm going to pass it.